Nate's Reviews. Nate's Reviews.
No! Oh man, I myself am sick of that intro song. So let's just go ahead and skip the rest of it and get right into this review. You ready? So this review is coming hot off the heels of Hollywood's incessant use of remakes and figuring out weird properties in order to make a TV show off of. You're right, folks. This is a television show based on the popular children's game called House of Cards. Here is an image of a house of cards if you don't know what I mean. Now, the game is simply played. You take the cards and stack them until you've built a house, I refer to it as a pyramid, of cards, knowing that if you just knock one out, the whole thing will come toppling down. It's the pride of knowing that yours is still standing that keeps kids playing this fantastic game today. Guys, the acting in this show is worth it alone. It's a masterclass in how to act reserved. It also shows you how presidents do age over time. Here's George Bush when he started, George Bush when he ended. Barack Obama when he started, Barack Obama when he ended. Frank Underwood when he started, Frank Underwood when he ended. And also, Frank Underwood when he was a serial killer. Don't forget, Frank Underwood when he was an American Beauty. Frank Underwood as a boss? Oh, and this is Frank Underwood as a cat. Now, the reason why I love this show is because it builds up tension. And the main characters you're weirdly rooting for, even though they're some of the most terrible people in existence. You get to watch as their house of cards is built up and hold your breath as it's possibly knocked down, just like we used to play as children. In this show, it's performing best when it has a lot of things coming at the main character, for you to think, how in the world is he going to get out of this? Spoiler alert, I don't know if he does. And I've watched the entire season. All I know is that the first half is a little slow. They're trying to ease you back into what's going on, maybe tie up some plot lines from the first 4 seasons and introduce some new ones this season. But once we get to the episode 5 or episode 6 mark of this 13 episode run, that's when things kick up intensity and you are in for the ride of their lives. Kind of like that time I played House of Cards with my older brother. He decided to hit the table. Didn't see it coming. And no, my House of Cards did not stand, because I am no Frank Underwood. Here are 10 reasons why, or why not, you should watch the House of Cards. Reason number 1 is Kevin Spacey. And quite frankly, he's the best teacher I've ever had. That's right, folks. I take his masterclass. Reason number 2, Robin Wright. She is amazing. The last time I loved her was when she was Forrest Gump's scorned lover. Or scorned Forrest Gump as her lover. Either way, this show slowly transitions into the Robin Wright performance piece, and I'm okay with that. Number 3, the cinematography is hauntingly beautiful. It makes you wonder, can I make my life look as good as that? And the answer is, most definitely not. 4, there is a lot of government mumbo-jumbo. If you like politics, you're going to like politic in this show. 5, did I mention that Kevin Spacey is in this show? Because he does a really good job. 6, you get to reminisce. 7, you learn new ways of how to murder people. 8, if you ever choose to run for president, it gives you some pretty good campaign ideas. 9, it has seriously some of my absolute favorite scenes in this season. I even have a clip of it that I'll post at the end of this video, just because I don't want to pop any spoilers out there. 10, this is a good representation of what the current administration would be like if any of them were good at dodging these bullets. But honestly, I think they are. And it strikes me as weird how many parallels there are between this show and the current administration. So my final takeaway is this. If you're sick and fed up of covfefe, sit down and watch some House of Cards. Wasn't that funny? Sit down and watch House of Cards. It's well worth your time, and Season 5 rises above any bad media covfefe that there could be and shows you how to spin it in your favor. Thank you for watching, everyone. And if you enjoyed that, please click subscribe here and watch another of my reviews here. Enjoy yourselves.
The proverbial walk in the woods is not for me. Navel-gazing on some forest path, contemplating mortality, immortality. No. History is earned, You win the day, and then you win the day after, and you do the same thing every day until you're dead. And you're remembered not for the winning, but because you never lost. Now,